Hi guys, welcome to Math Easy, and today's topic is multiplication of functions. So we will find the product of each pair of functions. So meron tayo ditong f times g of x. So hanapin natin yung product ng dalawang function na to. So meron tayo ditong tatlong example. Yung unang example natin ay linear expression. At ang pangalawa naman natin guys is meron tayo ditong rational expression. At yung pangatlo natin ay meron tayong radical expression. At kung gusto nyo malaman kung paano sila isolve, samahan nyo ko hanggang dulo. Tara! Umpisa natin sa level 1. So dito sa unang example natin, this is an example of linear expression f of x is equal to 3x plus 4 at g of x is equal to 5x minus 6. Ang unang gagawin natin guys ay ipakita natin kung paano isulat yung multiplication of functions. So the multiplication of function is denoted by simply distributing x to f, and then magiging siyang f of x times distributing x to g, so magiging siyang g of x. So meron tayo guys multiplication of two functions, which is the value of f of x is 3x plus 4, and then the value of g of x is equal to 5x minus 6. At para maipakita yung pag-multiply ng dalawang function, gagamit tayo ng parenthesis. At kung napapansin nyo, magmamultiply lang naman tayo ng dalawang binomial, so madali pa itong i-multiply. Unahin natin yung 3x times 5x. Isulat muna natin dito yung process. So 3x times 5x. At sunod niyan ay magsaseparate tayo using addition. So susunod na natin yung 3x times negative 6. Actually guys, pwede nyo naman i-skip ang step na to kung alam nyo na yung sagot. So after that, 4 times 5x. Ilagay natin dito yung 4 times 5x. And then plus to separate the term. So we have 4 times negative 6. At dito guys, tandaan nyo, gagamit tayo ng operator na addition just to separate the terms after nating i-multiply yung first binomial sa second binomial. Next step natin guys is magmumultiply na tayo. So 3x times 5x will now become 15x raised to 2. Then, separate ulit natin siya sa addition, so that will be 3x times negative 6, and that will be negative 18x. And then after that, separate ulit natin by addition, so that will be 4 times 5x will now become positive 20x. Plus, we have 4 times negative x is magkakaroon tayo ng negative 24. Next is magko-combine tayo ng mga similar terms. So, kung napansin nyo guys, yung 15x raised to 2, wala siyang kaparehas, kaya isusulat lang natin siya. So, 15x raised to 2. And then next is, napapansin nyo, yung negative 18x is similar term sa 20x kasi parehas na variable x. So, ang gagawin natin guys is magsusubtract tayo dito guys kasi unlike sign sila. At ang gagamitin natin na sign is kung ano yung sign ng mas mataas na number, and that is positive. Lastly, yung ating constant term, positive times negative 24, and that will be positive times negative is negative. Kaya yung sign na gagamitin natin dito is minus 24 or negative 24. At isulat na natin yung ating final answer, that will be f times g of x is equal to 15x raised to 2 plus 2x minus 24. Math easy. Dito naman tayo guys sa ating example number 2. At kung napapansin nyo sa ating given na f of x at g of x, ang mga given na to ay rational expression. So paano tayo magsusolve ng isang rational expression? So paano tayo magmumultiply? Tandaan nyo lang guys kung paano tayo nagmumultiply ng dalawang fraction. Kasi yan lang naman ang gagamitin natin sa pag-multiply ng dalawang function dito. Dito tayo sa first step, f times g of x will now become f of x times g of x. At kung napapansin nyo, magda-direct substitute lang tayo dito guys. So f of x will now become 3x minus 1 over x plus 2. Pwede nyo silang lagyan ng parenthesis to separate the two function. Pero dito ang ginawa ko is dot. So dito naman tayo sa g of x. Meron tayong x squared plus 3x plus 2 over 6x minus 2. Kung napapansin nyo guys yung value ng f of x, naka-simplified form na siya. Pero yung g of x na value natin, yung numerator niya at denominator, is hindi pa siya naka-simplified form. At meron siyang factor. So ang gagawin natin guys, is kukunin natin yung factor ng numerator at denominator. So unahin natin yung numerator. X raised to 2 plus 3x plus 2 can be factored out using this process. So isusulat ko sa taas yung ating constant term na positive 2, at sa baba naman isusulat ko yung middle term, yung numerical coefficient na 3. So yan yung katabi ng x. Dito guys, mag-iisip tayo ng dalawang number na kapag minultiply natin is positive 2, at kapag inad naman natin is positive 3. At ang hinahanap natin guys dito na number ay positive 2 and positive 1. Kasi kung napapansin nyo, kapag minultiply natin yung 2 and 1, ang sagot ay positive 2, at kapag inad natin, ang sagot ay 3. At pwede na natin gamitin ang 2 and 1 para ma-factor out ang x squared plus 3x plus 2. At ang kakalabasan niyan ay the quantity x plus 2 times the quantity x plus 1, na kung saan kapag minultiply ulit natin, ang kakalabasan ay x squared plus 3x plus 2. Next step na tayo guys. So dito na tayo sa 3x minus 1 over x plus 2 times, ilagay na natin dito yung na-factor natin. So instead of x squared plus 3x plus 2, ilalagay na natin yung the quantity x plus 2 at the quantity x plus 1. And then sa denominator naman, ang sunod natin ipafactor. So 6x minus 2, mas madali itong i-factor guys kasi binomial lang ito. At yung 6 at negative 2 or 6 at 2, kukunin lang natin ang GCF nila, yung greatest common factor. So, ang greatest common factor ng dalawa ay 2. So, ngayon, yung greatest common factor na 2, ilabas natin sa parenthesis at 6x, i-divide natin sa GCF. So, that will be 3x. Ilagay na natin dito sa loob ng parenthesis yung 3x. And then, copy natin yung minus sign. So, that will be minus. Then, 2 divided by the GCF of 2, that will be 1. So, ilagay natin dito sa loob ng parenthesis yung 1. So, meron na tayo guys na sagot na factor. So, that will be 2 times the quantity 3x minus 1. Yan yung ilalagay natin dito sa denominator. Ngayon guys, yung next step natin, kung napapansin nyo, may mga common factors tayo dito. At ang gagawin natin dyan guys, is ika-cancel out natin yung mga common factors. Basta tandaan nyo guys, sa multiplication of fraction, pwede tayo mag-cancel out diagonally or vertically hanggat meron silang common factor. Dito naman guys, since both numerator and denominator ay na-cancel out, meron pa po yung natirang 1 over 1. At dito naman sa kabila, x plus 1 sa numerator at 2 sa denominator. Next step natin guys is i-rewrite natin yung mga new expression natin. That will be 1 over 1 times x plus 1 over 2. And magmumultiply lang tayo both numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So 1 times x plus 1, that will be x plus 1. And then sa denominator is 1 times 2 is equal to 2. And our final answer is f times g of x is equal to x plus 1 over 2. And that will be our final answer. Math easy. Tumungo naman tayo guys dito sa ating last example. Ang example natin ay isang radical expression. So paano natin i-multiply ang dalawang function or ang dalawang radical expression? So dito na muna tayo sa rule. So meron tayo ditong a, the square root of x times b, the square root of y. So paano natin siya i-multiply? Unang-una, ilagay muna natin kung ano yung mga parts ng radical expression. Yung a and b, ang tawag dyan ay coefficient. Yan yung nasa labas ng radical symbol. Ito naman, x and y, ang tawag naman dyan ay radicand. Ito yung mga expression, ito yung mga number na nasa loob ng radical symbol. Dito naman tayo guys sa index. Kung napapansin yung meron tayong 2 as our index. Pero kapag wala kayong nakikitang index, that is understood na ang index niya ay 2. At para ma-multiply natin ang dalawang radical, so i-multiply natin yung coefficient niya. So, a times b, and then i-multiply natin yung radicand niya. And that will be x times y. Pero ilalagay na natin sila sa loob ng radical symbol. At since same naman sila ng index na 2, pwede na natin silang pag-isahin sa loob ng radical symbol. And that will be x, y. At ganyan lang guys ang gagawin natin kapag magmamultiply tayo ng dalawang radical expression. Kapag same yung index nila. Ngayon, i-apply na natin dito sa ating operation ng function. Isulat na natin yung step 1 natin para makapag-substitute na tayo ng f of x at g of x. So that will be f of x times g of x. And then after that, magsa-substitute na tayo. So we will substitute f of x will now become the square root of 3x plus 2. And then i-multiply natin siya sa value ng g of x and that will be the square root of x minus 1. Tandaan nyo guys, kapag wala tayong nakikitang coefficient, understood yan na meron yang coefficient na 1. So dito guys, i-multiply lang natin yung 1 na yan. So kahit wag na natin ilagay, kasi understood that 1 times 1 is 1. At ang next step natin guys, yung radicand. Kung napapansin nyo guys, meron tayong radicand na 3x plus 2 at x minus 1. Ngayon guys, ang gagawin natin is pag-iisahin natin sila sa loob ng radical symbol kasi same naman ang kanilang index. At ngayon, i-multiply na natin yung dalawang radicand. 3x times x will now become 3x raised to 2. And then, 3x times negative 1 is equal to negative 3x. And then after that, 2x times x will now become positive 2x. And then the last one, we have positive 1 and negative 1, that will be negative 2. At ilagay natin sila sa loob ng radical symbol. Next step is combining like terms inside the radical. Yung 3x raised to 2 ay walang kapareha kaya isusulat lang natin siya. Ang may kapareha yung negative 3x at positive 2x and that will be unlike sign. So magiging sagot natin is negative 1x or negative x. And then copy natin yung negative 2 since wala siyang kapareho. And of course, don't forget to write the radical symbol. And that will be our final answer. Math easy. Follow for more.